Between all of the family-shattering events that happen in the Batman comic books, the family has to get together and be nice to each other. They have to have those sweet, wholesome moments. Otherwise, why would they want to stay together and be friendly with each other? Well, the Batman Family Adventures Webtoons thing is an adventure that DC is approving of. And while it might not be in proper continuity, it's a good thing to look at, as this is probably why the Bat family sticks together. It's all those wholesome moments. Every week they come out with a brand new Batman Family Adventures adventure, and it's just a short little fun thing. And today we're going to be covering the Webtoons from chapter 21 onward. This is Comicstorian, where I take comic books and read them back to you dramatically in a narrative fashion, acting out some of the characters for fun. And I hope you guys enjoy today's coverage of Batman. The first story is Holiday Spirit. With the holidays finally arriving, Bruce decided to see if anyone was up for a friendly game of chess. But as he looks around the manor, no one is to be found. He asks Alfred where everyone is, and Alfred smiles, telling him that they're out being heroes, and they assured him that they would all be back before dinner. Bruce thinks for a moment about everyone's patrol schedules, stating that the only one who would be out would be Duke. But Alfred says that there's more than one way to help people. Bruce looks around at all the trackers that he has in the family, and he finds Dick and Kate giving out food to the homeless. He finds Barbara, Steph, and Cassandra all helping build snowmen with the kids. And then he finds Luke, Fox, Jason, and Tim down at the community center playing basketball, even though Jason may have been a little rough. Finally, Duke and Damian are out helping get homes for all of the stray dogs that they found. After seeing everyone, Bruce heads home and he patiently waits as the rest of the family comes strolling in. Dick asks how was his day, and Bruce pulls everyone into a big hug. Dick asks what is it all about, and Bruce smiles. He tells them that he saw some incredible things today, and it's put him in the holiday spirit. The next story is the tournament. As everyone gathers around, Barbara tells everyone to raise their hands, and she asks if they solemnly swear to abide by the outcomes of this tournament under punishment of blackmail and embarrassment. Jason, Tim, Steph, and Cass all raise their hands, stating, "I do." And Barbara says, "All right then. Allow her to welcome them all to the 5th annual Challenge of the Champions." First, they must honor Duke and Damian for distracting Bruce and Alfred. Their sacrifices will be remembered. Tim sighs, stating that he had to do it last year, and well, it wasn't fun. She then brings up an image stating that, speaking of last year, Steph wore the lovely Riddler outfit for a full month as punishment for losing last year's tournament. Better luck next time, Steph! Steph takes a bow, telling them that she rocked the hat. And Jason asks if they can get to the good stuff already. What's at stake this year? Barbara pushes up her glasses. I wanted something special for this year. And she brings up an image, and everyone immediately recoils. No, anything but that. Barbara says that that's right. Dick's former costume, the Discowing, complete with a sugar-deep V-neck. Now, is everyone ready to settle this on the go-kart course? You may pick up your controllers. After one intense night of gaming later, Jason sighs as everyone takes pictures of him in Dick's old costume, telling them that his life is now over. Dick says that he doesn't understand why his old suit is a punishment and not a prize. And Barbara glares, telling him that that is why he is not allowed to compete anymore. He's impossible to embarrass. The next story is opening up. With no patrol scheduled for tonight, Damian takes it upon himself to train a bit with his sword. But after seeing him a bit more aggressive than usual, Bruce asks if everything's okay. Damian says that his teacher told him to try and make friends at school. Apparently, the other students find him intimidating, which is absurd. He's delightful. He swings once more, cutting the head off the dummy. And Bruce asks, "Do you want to make friends?" Damian sighs, stating that it would probably help with his cover. But I don't know how. So Bruce tells him, "All right, we can figure this out together." After gathering up the rest of the family, Steph says that making friends is super easy. He just needs to find common interests. What are some of the things that he likes? Well, I like swords. And Duke says, what about something a little less stabby? Well, I've always been intrigued by world domination. And everyone stares with, well, Jason laughing. Bruce asks, what about animals? Oh yeah, animals are nice. Okay, you should go with that, Bruce tells him. Duke then asks what about clubs or sports, any of those that he likes. And Damian tells them tennis. I didn't know that, Bruce tells his son. And Damian follows up by telling them, I hate tennis, but a boy in a tennis team insulted my father's honor. I've been training to destroy him on the court. Bruce nervously laughs. Jason, do you have anything else to suggest? And Jason says that he broke his best friend out of prison once. And Damian sighs. This isn't going well. So Bruce tells him, it'll be fine. Just trust your instincts. The next day, Damian goes to school telling himself that he can do this. He is the heir to the demon and the son of the bat. But once he gets into class and he sees everyone, he rushes to the bathroom calling Steph, telling her that he needs an immediate evac now. She tells him that it sounds like he's nervous. And Damian yells, it's all your fault! You all gave me terrible advice! How am I going to have things in common with people? I was raised by assassins! Steph tells him that that was only for a little while. He was then a billionaire vigilante. Damian shouts that she isn't being helpful at all. He'll do it himself, like everything. So later, as Damian is sitting in class, two students begin talking about a movie and he blurts out, I have a cow. The boys stare for a moment and tell him, that's cool? And they go back to their original conversation. After class, Damian's teacher calls him up for his paper and asks if he had given any thought to joining the tennis club. Damian said he isn't allowed to. The teacher says that they have other options. He could write for the school news or fight dragons in the... But before she could finish, Damian shouts, wait, I can fight dragons? The teacher tells him sure. There's a Dungeons and Dragons group that is really popular. During recess, Damian sends a text to Dick, telling him that this isn't working. Maybe he should follow Jason Todd's advice and break someone out of prison. But Dick tells him to please do not do that. As Damian stares at his phone, a girl looks over. Whoa, those are really cool. Who taught you how to draw? And he looks down to see that his notebook is open with his drawings. Oh, no one really. My studies were always focused on other matters. The young girl says that she gets it. Her father wanted her to be a mathlete, but drawing is way cooler. There's a group of them that go to the art room after school to work on projects and stuff. He should totally come with. Damian nervously says, yeah, sure, I'll be there. And the girl tells him, great. Her name is Skylar, by the way. After Damian gives his name, Skylar gets up to her next class telling him, all right, well, I'll see you later. Damian then sends a text to Dick telling him, mission accomplished. Maybe. And Dick tells him, good job. I knew you could do it. Our next story is Front Seat. As the police arrive, Bruce tells everyone, great job. Freeze won't be bothering anyone for a long time. Behind him, everyone shivers. Great. But grappling back across the city is not going to be fun with their numb hands. Bruce then says that he can get the Batmobile, and immediately everyone shouts out shotgun. They all look back and forth at each other while Bruce sighs. I need to have a word with Gordon. You guys get this figured out by the time I get back. He leaves and Dick says, well, I'm the oldest. I should get the front seat. And Jason tells him that being ancient is not a valid reason to get the front seat. A valid reason is that the front passenger can operate all the weapon systems and he's the best marksman if there's an emergency. Tim says that all the Batmobile systems are automated. Nice try. Damian then says that he should get it since none of them are supposed to even be here. And Dick yells out that they couldn't not help. Damian then goes on. Really? I should get it because... And Jason stops him. If you say that you're the superior Robin one more time... And Dick stops him. Yeah, it isn't nice, Damian. While everyone bickers, Bruce returns and asks if they figured it out. With no answer, Bruce puts everyone in the back seat, telling them, you'll figure it out one day. The next story is TMI. Late at night, Catwoman swings from building to building, telling Bruce that she's going to start to think that he's getting slow. Bruce grapples and swings, pinning down Catwoman. I'm not so sure yet. She then asks, well, now that you have me, what are you going to do next, Batman? He leans in close. I have a few ideas. Suddenly, Steph screams over the comms. Oh dear God, make it stop! Bruce asks, what's wrong? And Barbara sighs. Bruce, you kinda had your comm line open. Bruce realizes that everyone just heard him flirting with Catwoman. How many of you heard? And Steph screams out, it was literally the worst thing ever! Tim is crying and shaking in the corner. And Damian comes over the comms. I don't understand. Aren't you going to arrest her? Bruce sighs. Catwoman then asks, you forgot your comm again, didn't you? Bruce tells her, it's not funny. And she tells him, of course it is. She gives him a kiss on the cheek and tells him, you'll be okay. Teased mercilessly, but you'll be okay. The next two are going to be called Big Brother. With nothing planned for the day, Tim tells Dick that he's so glad that he could come. He still can't believe that they're bringing back the arcade. Dick says that he wouldn't miss it. Too many good memories. Tim gets his coat and tells him, yeah, memories of me kicking your butt. And Dick laughs. To think, I was going easy on you. As the two go back and forth, Damien gets home from school telling Dick that he needs a ride to the museum, since he's a fossil anyway. Dick asks what's at the museum, and Damien tells him a xenobiology exhibit. He's supposed to write a paper about it for school. So Dick tells him, well, maybe we can tomorrow. I'm busy today. And Damien then says that it has to be today. Tomorrow he has to write the paper. So Dick sighs and looks back at Tim, with Tim walking by. Don't even start. Tim takes off his coat and Dick apologizes. Tim tells him, yeah, I know. I shouldn't be mad. Just go ahead, it's fine. So Dick tries to tell him, don't worry, we'll go another day. And Tim stops him. No, we won't. There's always going to be an emergency. When was the last time you hung out with anyone for fun without having to rush off to help someone else? You have such a big heart, Dick. Sometimes I wish I could just hang out with my big brother without having to fight for it. As Tim leaves, Dick asks, I don't do that, do I? The next day, Dick looks out over the courtyard and Jason steps out telling him that he hates to be that guy, but being the angsty one is kind of his thing. Dick tells him that he really isn't in the mood, and Jason asks, look, what's all the brooding about, Tim? So Dick stops. Is Tim right though? Am I always rushing off? And Jason tells him, well, yeah, you kind of are. I just came out here to hide from Bruce, but maybe I need to give you a talking to. I do have a few thoughts. And Dick sighs. Well, on with it then. Well, Tim wants to spend time with you, but someone's always gonna need something and then you're gone. Everyone knows you're goody little two-shoes, so we're all going to keep asking you for help. But you do know that it's okay to set boundaries, right? Dick asks him, what do you mean? And Jason goes on, you're allowed to carve out time for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. When someone needs something, it doesn't have to fall on you to fix it. There are plenty of us that can help. You've already showed us how to be a family. Now you just need to be a part of it. So the next day, Dick goes to Tim and tells him that they had that moment the other day. It showed him what he was really feeling. So how about they go to the arcade now? He still owes him a butt kicking. So as the two leave, Dick says that he also promises no interruptions. Unless there's a mass outbreak at Arkham or something. We should probably help with that. But otherwise, nothing else, Tim. We're going to the arcade. And that concludes the next video in our Family Adventure series. Now, I hope you guys have been enjoying this, and I hope you guys will be sticking around. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time right there.